Hey guys, Decov13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. So today, instead of continuing on with Camelot, we're going to go into the Garden of Sinners, Garden of Order revival event. I'm aware I'm coming into this event with, not a lot of time, but I think I'll be able to get everything done that I need to get done. That being just completing the story up to the point where I get, Shiki, and then get her ascension mats, and then call it there. So, you know. Also, I actually did a couple polls because I had some tickets on the Garden of Sinners banner, and lo and behold, I wound up getting Fujino. So hey, that's pretty cool. Gotta work on leveling her up a bit, but I might end up using her. I don't really know yet. Alright, so let's get started. Another strange dream, Mash. Oh my, for a guest to arrive here. Is this some kind of mistake? If you're dreaming, go back to where you came from. This is a place without boundaries. You have a name, so you shouldn't be here. I didn't come because I wanted to. You didn't want to be here. In that case... Sorry. Looks like our connection was made from this side. Let me apologize while I can, John. I'm asleep and thus unaware of what's going on outside, but I can take a guess. I'm sure it's just another hack-and-slash type of case without a hint of romance. What a disaster, busy master. But it's a good thing to have things you can do. Things you must do. Yes, rather than talk about myself, I would love to talk more about your future, but... Too bad. The night is almost over. Seems like this dream is about to end. If we meet again, could you please call me by my name? Eh? Hi, I know it's only midnight, but, good morning. John, sorry to wake you up. However, it's an emergency, so I contacted you anyway. I'm sorry, but please come to the command room immediately. Senpai! Foe! Foe! Oh, good evening, Mash. Yes, good evening, Senpai. This will be a night shift, so thank you for all your hard work. Oops, now's not the time for greetings. Dr. Roman requested an urgent dispatch. Hurry to the command room, Master. Right, let's get going. Foe! Ah, both of you are here. That saves me time in explaining. Now then, please look at the monitor. Around Japan on the world map. Is it Singularity F? I thought we already recovered the Holy Grail at those coordinates. Not Fuyuki, but next to it. You can see a strange distortion, right? It's been under observation for several days. At first I thought it was a small error caused by the fluctuation of Singularity F's repair. But it wouldn't disappear even after a considerate amount of time. Then I tried changing Sheba's observation angle. There are signs of life. But these coordinates should have been incinerated. Oh, and that's not all. I only detect a few life forms, but I picked up countless moving objects. On top of that, no matter how much I adjust Sheba, I can't get a read on the scale and era of these coordinates. It's a complete black box. We won't know what's going on unless we ray shift there. As usual, right? Yes, simply put, that's exactly it. You're really reliable, John. I was ready to explain a lot of things, but in short, you should take a chance on everything. Doctor, I request further explanation on what you just said. There are few signs of life but multiple moving objects. What does that mean? Let me explain it. Even if it's the night shift, I can still give you a lecture with my glamorous beauty. Who am I? I am the lady who loves those green cubes, everybody's favorite shop owner, Da Vinci. Are you kidding me with Mona Lisa? Oh, stop throwing silver embers at me. It's my bad. I was just having a little bit of fun. But that craft essence was pretty well made, right? My only regret was that I couldn't write the explanation in mirrored letters. Good evening, Da Vinci. Please give us your explanation. They are not alive, yet they are moving around. In other words, that place is full of zombies. Well, it's not like you'll be surprised by them. Zombies were in France, too. But there's another problem, John. If the 7 singularities are like stains on the scroll we call human history, that fake singularity is like a hole in that scroll. I don't understand how it happened, but it's luring the servants and trapping them in there. Trapping the servants? Speaking of which, did you notice that Chaldea is a lot more quiet than usual? The servants that John successfully summoned and formed a contract with. They're receiving magical energy from Chaldea and setting up anchors for their existence all around this base. You can call it a temporary incarnation. If they keep using magical energy from their master each time they're summoned into a battle, John would be all dried up already. So in order to lessen the burden cast on John, Chaldea is using 40% of its power to sustain the contract with each servant. As long as Grand Order is still in effect, these servants have made Chaldea their home. I had a vague idea. Yes. Oh, just so you know, I'm different. Even if Chaldea's light has gone out, I can still sustain my body. Ahem. About those servants, a few of them disappeared when this distortion was observed. They all headed to this distortion of their own free will, and they never came back. Never came back? So they weren't eliminated? That means they stayed there? Exactly. Their contracts with John are still intact. The heroic spirits who race-shifted to that strange hole are either staying there of their own free will, or it's possible that they're trapped and can't come back. That's everything. This distortion has nothing to do with the foundation of humanity. It wouldn't cause any harm even if left as is. However, it's also true that the servants are not coming back. John, Mash, I want you to investigate these coordinates. Ray shifting in anywhere other than a singularity is an exception, and requires authorization of the former director, but will you do it? Of course, Doctor. Thank you. You're so reliable. Then we will commence ray shifting now. You two start your preparations. We don't know what might happen there, and we won't be able to send backup. Please be careful over there. Oh, and one more thing. This is just a hunch, but perhaps John will find the scenery over there very familiar. If that's the case, please show Mash around. She's never seen anything like that. Oh? I don't really get it, but Roger. You'll understand when you get there. Well then, commencing ray shift. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a tricky thing to record, I can tell, because this is one of those events where it's all missions. Like, unlocking story progress is based on missions, just like the last Halloween event we had, so... Oh no. I'm not really looking forward to this. That's why I just want to get Shiki and get out. Alright, so starting with encounter. It doesn't really matter what C's I have here. This is fine. I don't think I have any event C's, do I? I have one event C. That's it. Well, I'm not gonna bother equipping it, honestly. What's the fucking point? Huh. A road made of asphalt. High-rises like big walls. This is... I'm sure of it. This is 21st century Japan, senpai. Look, see? A vending machine that isn't destroyed. Even a public phone, and a bus stop too. And that thing like a house is a toilet. The city seems so quiet and the streets are so clean. This is the example of a perfectly safe city. Unfortunately, I don't see any of those so-called convenience stores, the places that never sleep. It really is just like what I've read. One of my dreams has come true. Aw, Mash. Seems pretty normal. It's almost like you're saying, what's so special about a city like this? Senpai, did you live in a city like this one? No, I'm sure you did. Please tell me more about it, in detail. Everything from your life in elementary school to high school. Please. Hello, test, test. Communication, video feed, both working fine. As I thought. Judging from these coordinates and time, I predicted your destination to be a city in Japan. But I didn't expect it to be such an urban area. This seems pretty fishy to me. You're right. A normal city in a time like this is the most abnormal thing. The only two normal life form responses are from Senpai and myself. But I'm also getting some higher class life form responses from that building. A big city like this with this many houses, and still no one in sight. Building? Oh, that cylindrical one. Sure looks weird. John, can you tell us anything about it? It's just an apartment. Just an apartment? But its design is so different from the other buildings surrounding it. Anyway, that building is undeniably suspicious. I'm picking up readings of multiple servants inside as well. No obstacles detected from here to the building entrance. Let's go there and... Wait, Senpai! There's someone around the entrance. It's... I'm picking up multiple strange signals. Residual wills. They're ghosts. Looks like a servant is fighting with them. Hurry up, Mash. Yes, Master. Wait, I'm not picking up any more ghost readings. They didn't disperse, they disappeared. As if they were erased with an eraser. That's a little scary, isn't it? What is it? Servant response, entering our line of sight. Is that... a woman? Cheap dream. Its quality is too low to be a nightmare. Ghosts with skulls as faces. Man, they gotta get with the times. It's a girl, in a kimono, holding a knife. Senpai, who is she? I don't know her. Just as I thought. Let's try to talk to her first. No need. I don't want to talk to you. It'll take too long. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad. With this knife in your head, you can say goodbye to this reality. You're the one who stuck your nose in other people's business, yeah? I'm gonna send that nose along with your head to where they belong. Here she comes. I don't get it, but it's a battle, Master. Alright, cool. Looks like we're fighting. Oh shit. Alright. Serial killer? There we go. That was simple enough. Battle was interrupted, but we still know that servant's real name. We still know that servant's real name, nor its attack pattern. Doctor, please give us your analysis. How can a simple knife cut not only a servant's body, but easily cut its armor, too? It's Mystic Eyes. I can't believe Mystic Eyes of this level still exist in the modern era. Doctor? In the world of magecraft, magical eyes that can perceive all things mystical are called Mystic Eyes. These eyes can project phenomena without casting any sorts of chants or rituals. They just need to look. The most popular types are Binding, Compulsion, Contract, Flame, Illusion, and Jinx. Even among them, her eyes are special. The type that can stop everything. It's even more powerful than Petrification. Her rainbow eyes materialize the concept of death and capture it. If I had to give them a name, I'd call them the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. How incredible! That's an ability fit for a divine spirit. To kill an enemy just by looking at them. Talk about overpowered. What's up with him? He sounds so fake and unimportant. I'm not a heroic spirit. I can't kill anyone just by looking at them. All I can do is see death. Lines that trace death. Like the eventual end of all things. Would you understand if I say I simply trace the cause, the result of eventual death? Oh, I see. The, lines that trace death. The eventual end of all things. Yes. So you slash a person's lifespan? Senpai, you understand? Huh, that was easy. Hey, you must be a big otaku, right? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Thanks. Nice, John. She looks happy. Really happy. Whatever. Hey, you there, the slippery-looking one. Me? Of course, who else could it be? Physically, you're not a complete servant, right? Right. I'm a demi-servant. So you could say that my base body is human. I see. I thought you were that shadowy bastard's friend. That man's eyes are glittering. Guess that rules out the possibility of being possessed by some weird illusions. My bad for attacking you. Alright, see ya. Where do you think you're going? I'm going to tear down this apartment. Can't just leave it like that. It's crawling with disgusting things inside. If I let it be, it's going to cause trouble for the neighbors. Say, do you guys watch horror movies? You do? Good. You know the deal. Things like walking corpses, ghosts you aren't supposed to see. Things like that are running rampant in there. All because of servants. All because of servants? Yeah, servants live in that apartment like it's their own. Thanks to them, it's all becoming one big block party. I mean, servants are kind of like ghosts, right? If they gain physical bodies, others will get carried away too. Well, as for myself, I am also showing up as a servant. If you're a demi-servant, I guess that makes me a pseudo-servant. Most likely I had a connection with this building, so I ended up being summoned. It's really annoying. If you're a servant, you need a master. Who cares? If I vanish, it actually saves me some trouble. At least I don't have to go through this ordeal. I don't know if you're being frank or if you just don't care about yourself. Still though, there must be a reason why we met here. If you don't have a master, could you work with Chaldea? A reason, you say? This too must be my fate. I don't hate it. That one over there is a master, right? If I help you, that would really make me look like a servant. I'm merely an outsider who is summoned here. I don't intend on concerning myself with others. However, I want to pay back that despicable shadowy bastard. Foe! Foe? Were you hiding in my shield again? Are you kidding me? What is this furball? Foe's everyone's favorite runner. Ryogi Shiki. What? That is my name. What's your name? Right, this is Master John. My name is Mash Kirillite. If we're exchanging our names like this, does that mean you'll help us, Shiki? Well, if you think about it, the fact that you're a master probably means you're related to the servants living here somehow, right? In that case, you're supposed to be the ones to get rid of them. Good luck. I'll be giving you a hand too, so don't worry. Thank you, Ryogi-chan. You can just call me Ryogi. Aren't you embarrassed using Chan? Oh, I was keeping my mouth shut because she didn't look like she could take a joke. But I'm glad it all worked out. Should I call you Miss Ryogi? You seem to know all about that apartment. What was it like inside? Did it turn into a different dimension? It won't kill them upon entering, right? as you can see, John is just a human. If the air composition is abnormal, then... you don't have to worry. Rest assured it's the same Ogawa as ever. But there are lots of enemies. And there are some funny traps. Funny traps? Well, what kind of traps? That will be a surprise. It was a questionable property from the start anyway. Here used to be the grave marker of an old mage who attempted to collect death. A hollow shrine that fused the yin-yang and hell together. People say investigations start from the bottom, right? Enjoy the case, John. So once again, Rookie Master, welcome to the 64-story Shrine Ogawa-I'm. Alright, so now we have limited time Ryogi. She's actually a really good assassin. I know a lot of people say like she's one of the best, if not the best, welfare. So I would like to get her. Alright, I'll just bring Berserker here. I'm just gonna worry about, what is it? I'll worry about doing a lot of the grinding stuff off screen. You guys don't have to worry about it. Let me swap any Baraki. It's so cold. Something's not right, Senpai. The thermometer shows normal values, but I feel like we're inside a freezer. Yeah, absolutely. Since there's an air conditioner, why don't you try turning on the heater? Isn't that right, big guy? Just because your soul becomes cold, that doesn't mean your body has to be cold too, right? Benkei? Are you living in this room? Or are you imprisoned here like what the doctor suggested? Please answer me, Benkei. Why did you come to this apartment?
I don't accept it. I don't! It's unforgivable! Unforgivable! Abandoned by heaven, forgotten by the earth, and deceived by the people. Why would you turn away from this respectable life? Instead of trading your wisdom, you mastered ugliness. It's outrageous! I can't let it be. I have to make a stand!
Servant Musashibo Benkei is switching to combat mode. I can't get a read on this situation, Master. Let's attack, Shiki. You don't have to tell me. Our first opponent is a monk. Talk about a twist of fate. Alright. So it seems like the servants aren't exactly in their right minds. Oh, I could tell I'm gonna have to do like so much grinding on that. Since I don't have the luxury of having CEs, or a lot of CEs anyway. Alright, that was easy. Here we go with the missions now. I think in total I just have to finish like maybe 60 to get all of the Ascension mats. That's what I'm going to end up doing. I mean, granted, once I finish like the story and get Shiki, I'm just gonna do everything else off screen for the event, so you guys don't need to worry about seeing that. Oh, oh, oh. Benkei has disappeared. Is he going to be alright? I'm not sure, but a contract is bound to Chaldea. The defeated Spirit Origin doesn't return to the Throne of Heroes, but to Chaldea instead. Given some time, he'll probably return to Chaldea. We still don't know why he was in that room, but it seems like he just freed a servant. Is that so? He was rather aggressive, but at least we've reached a solution. As I thought, there's nothing here. This is the wrong room. Let's check the others, John. What? You look sad. Don't tell me you're feeling down. Of course. Hey guys, I should let you know. This apartment's always been like this, okay? You can feel bad for him, but I can't do anything if you let that get to you. I mean, if you guys didn't force them out, they would have gone on like that forever. Don't you think that would have been even more tragic? That's right. It's just as Ryogi says. It may be a little violent, but if a servant attacks us, we'll have to face them as enemies. Looks like that's our best option in this apartment. Do you understand, Mash and John? Yes, I do. We have to keep positive mindset no matter what. Those imprisoned here all had a negative way of thinking. Let's keep pace and proceed with our investigation. Of course, after completing quests, we get these EXP cards. Every single quest will give it to you. Alright, so yeah. Pretty sure we've done events like this before. Well, actually, yes, we have. With what is it? With why can't I think of it? The Halloween event. That's right. So you guys have seen this. Although I streamed that. So in order to unlock that, we have to defeat 10 living corpses. That's what those riders are going to be. So it's highly recommended you use CEs that'll give you a boost to appearance rates, especially for these. So yeah, this one will give us living corpse appearance. Actually, something I wanted to do, because she's going to get a lot of use in this event. Since it's just assassins, I might as well just... Since it's just riders, I might as well just bring an assassin. You know, I'll bring Hime. Let's see... Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll just put Kiara out front too. Why not? I was considering just going through this event and then just, you know, reading the event log, but I feel like I would have lost interest in that, especially because that's what happened with the with Summer Part 2. I'm gonna redo Summer Part 2 when we get the rerun of it this year, so don't worry about that. I'll pick up where we left off, so that way it's, you know, something at least. And then we'll start up the new... Like I said, I'm looking forward to the new summer event though. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to run this one more time, it looks like. Because for some reason, it doesn't want to give me enemies to fight. give me exactly enough on that. Alright, so if I just do this one more time, that'll do it. So I'm probably not going to get any extra appearances. I might as well just bring something that's going to give me some bonus to the drops. Alright. $83, are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. And that unlocks 102 for us.
はいはい、お疲れさん。ゾンビ退治ははかどってる？
I think probably the most pain in the ass one that I'm gonna have to do is trying to remember which one. I think 200 ghosts I need. You know what? I'm just gonna bring. Yeah, bringing assassins would not be good for this. No, I'll bring Jalther. There we go. Shiggy seems to be in a good mood, Senpai. Humming all the while, with her hands in her pockets, skipping down the hallway. She looks so happy. I can even tell that from across the monitor. She looks reluctant, but she's actually the type who enjoys a good fight, isn't she? However, we can't stay uninformed like this forever. To us, it's a strange world, but to Shiki, it's a familiar scene. In that case... Excuse me, Shiki? What? If you need the restroom, you'll have to go outside or inside a room. No, that's not it. This is an apartment, right? This place feels cold regardless of the temperature outside. Police officers and residents still walk around despite being dead. It's obviously unconventional in modern Japan. In that case, this place must be a magecraft workshop built in secrecy, right? If it were, it wouldn't be quite so bad. Fortunately, this apartment was built in the public with no secrets. A permit was submitted to the local office and a normal construction company worked on it. It even asked regular folks to move in. However, now it's becoming a place no one wants to go near. It's a barrier created using man's natural instinct to avoid taboos, without a single trace of magecraft. It's common sense for mages after the 20th century to conceal their workshops in order to avoid detection from the public. However, we can't detect any traces of magical energy from this place. If it's a magecraft workshop, then whoever created it must be really cautious and patient. That mage built a building this size to perform a ritual, yet didn't rely on magecraft. They simply built this place from the ground up, brick by brick, all by themselves. Kind of like building a tower. Which reminds me of Buddhist folklore that talks about children stacking rocks in hell, with all effort and no gain. Just simply continuing a mundane task without complaint and without companionship. The children's limbo, huh? Indeed, it fits him. But you're wrong. It's not a nice place like that. This is simply a building that collects death. Death by natural causes, illness, accidents, and violence. An exhibit hall decorated with various methods of death. Those zombies wandering the hallways, they're, the previous residents of this building. They're designed to live one day and die the next, even though they already died many years ago. I know this might sound obvious, but humans are born with a certain fate. No matter how much you fight back, your eventual end, the cause of your death, will never change. Those destined to die in an accident, whether they've achieved a happily ever after, or an abrupt demise, their lives will end in the form of an accidental death. There used to be a guy who was trying to prove that, and the residents of this apartment were merely samples for his theory. When night falls, they die. When morning comes, they are reborn. No matter what happens, they always die the same way. It's a loop. No, a retry. Since before you guys came here, people have been coming back to life and dying endlessly. How can I say it? I know how you feel. That system is... how should I put it? Inhumane. Is that what you want to say? You're all mages yourselves, and yet... that kind of thing still troubles you? John isn't a mage, so he tends to think differently than those elites at the Mages Association. But I don't understand this building at all. What can they achieve with this kind of experiment? There are no results. There's no gain. Even if they're creating a model case, there's no goal. You'll have to ask the creator himself, although he's no longer in this world. Anyway, this is now a haunted apartment with zombies walking around. On top of that, ghosts and servants are starting to show up. The effects are showing up in the outside world. Seriously, it's creepy. This one life, one death world wasn't supposed to cause trouble for anybody. I mean, what the hell are those servants? All of them are in some weird get-ups. Mash, you were lucky this was a haunted apartment. You would have been reported if we were in front of the station. Reported? Is that because I'm not from around here? Say, do you know why I only carry a knife around with me? Ah, so that's what you mean. You're right. John, we're lucky that this Singularity isn't a perfect recreation of the downtown area. Yeah. If we were in front of a station, just Mash changing into a servant form would get us into trouble with the police. I didn't talk about this a lot, but Chaldea is what you would call a secret organization. You can't recklessly summon your servants, nor arm Mash in front of people. It depends on the city, but Mash's servant form can be considered indecent in some places. You just realized? I wasn't talking about her appearance, but her weapon. Anyway. Oh, poor Mash. We're here. There's no nameplate either, right? I'm sure a servant is living in this room. Yes, I can detect a servant's spirit origin in there. What will we do, Master? Let's go inside. Right, that's the spirit. Here's the key. I'll give it to you. Master, I'll open the door. Who on earth is inside this room?
Yes, certainly. Welcome, unknown master. You too, Miss Demi-Servant. The one who moved into this grudge-soaked apartment. Of course it is I, Demon Mephistopheles.
What's the deal with his scissors? Oh, he knows Mash? This funny guy here is Mash's big brother or what? I couldn't take having a brother like Mephisto. The breakfast table would be a catastrophe.
The breakfast table? That's all you're worried about? Yes, you're right. Breakfast shouldn't be enjoyed quietly. I may look like this, but I've cared for stubborn and stinky old guys, too.
I'm able to make good and tasty breakfasts. Unfortunately, I'm incapable of closing this mouth. Even if you sew it or zip it, it's useless. Even without a mouth, I can give you bad news using ventriloquism. For example, my neighbor in room 3, Watanabe was it, tormented by his lover whom he strangled. He's like a skull, a nervous wreck, malnourished. At 2 o'clock, the time of his crime, the madness begins. Drugs, hanging, wrist slashing, gas poisoning. Every night he has to escape from his nightmare. His excuses for his own actions are quite unsightly, and yet pleasurable. There is no better spice to make a meal delicious than other people's misfortune. This manner of speaking. This is the real Mephisto. But why are you here? Oh? This is the first time I'm meeting you, but how many times have you met me? I knew it. I've already caused trouble for you. This is destiny, conviction, betrayal, and satisfaction. Now I understand why I was summoned to Chaldea. Unfortunately, I am different from that thing. The I that was summoned in the early stages. And I am the criminal behind this case. I am the one who invited those ghosts into this apartment. It was also I who infiltrated Chaldea and lured promising-looking servants one by one. That was all my handiwork. Yahoo! It worked perfectly! But now I have to break the bad news to you. Yes, Mephi is sad. I've finally met a good master like you, and now I have to cut you into pieces. You see, the previous tenant of this room had a bizarre hobby. He would sever the limbs of his loved one every night. He did it to hide the dead body, but get this! He tripped and accidentally killed himself while cutting up the body in the bathroom. It was so hilarious that I took over his job for him. Where is the tenant now, you ask? Well, you see, now he's just in the way, right? I mean, he must be bored to death now that he can't accidentally kill himself anymore. That's why I intervened to make it funny. By now, he must have escaped the system and joined his ghost buddies outside. Now let's start. Let's just start. It's annoying to explain, so let's just start. I am the demon, the bomber, Mephistopheles. The demon who blows up boring daydreams. Wow, I repeated the word demon so many times, but it doesn't matter. Master and lady, please be sure to remember this now. Mephistopheles is in combat mode. Master, what should we do? What should we do? There's only one thing to do. Our opponent is ready. Don't worry, I'm used to handling bombers. I'll wipe that smirk off his face before the bomb blows up. Well, we found our culprit, it seems. Oh boy. You know, this is gonna take a while. Maybe I should... You know, this event is pretty short. Maybe I should just do the, do all the grinding off. I'm starting to think maybe I should just do all the grinding off screen, then just read the story parts. It's not like it's not like this event is long in terms of story. It's just, you know. Alright, probably not gonna kill Mephistopheles, but hey. I'll try. Yeah, I didn't think death would work on Mephisto, but oh well. Eh, he's dead anyway.
Oh, how can this be? To ignore what you're told is a bad move, a lost cause, extreme uselessness. You killed me, the only one who knows the truth. Now the case is cold. Dead people tell no tales. It's too late. But how should I put it? There are a lot of mystery novels where the perpetrator dies in the beginning, right? You guys use your heads and solve this abnormal situation.
Enemy servant eliminated. Was that really the right move? Let's visit the next servant. Oh, you recovered from that pretty fast. Right, that's not a bad thing. Don't feel bad, Mash. Eliminating 1 or 2 perpetrators won't be an issue. Didn't I say investigations start from the bottom? The next crime scene is waiting for us, detective. Huh, detective story. So, this is a detective story? No, never mind that. Even if it was self-proclaimed, killing the perpetrator is pretty damaging. At least if we'd arrested him, we could have interrogated him about this place and why it attracts ghosts. That's right, I'm really sorry. I wanted to be useful and use my scissors as much as possible. Oh, welcome back. But this time I had nothing to do. There was no room for me to act. I ended up moving around in vain. Yes, until now I can't remember you being useful at any time. Basically, you're totally useless. What? Scissors guy? Why'd you come out of your room? There was another one? Good, I'll kill you as many times as it takes.
Wait, no need for that. The one you defeated is the evil Mephisto. The one here is me, the good Mephisto. In other words, one of me laments this situation, the other one enjoys it. But now is not the time to question my conscience. So if I split my good heart and evil heart apart like this, I can basically clone myself. Ooh, unbelievable! Huh. You did show up as support. Of course. John, was it? From now on, I am a loyal servant of John. So loyal. LMAO. Don't fucking LMAO at me. To prove it, I shall part ways with my evil self and lend a hand to everyone here.
It seems too good to be true, but what do you think, Master?
Tell us what you know in 2 lines or less.
Good decision. You really are good.
Only 2 lines? That's impossible. But I will try. I am an innocent clown. I merely play the pipe like Hamelin did.
It's 2 lines.
You can do it if you try.
If you call yourself innocent, then you have nothing to do with this fake singularity, right?
Not in the least. To tell you the truth, I am truly sorry, but if you could allow me to get involved and tone down the rate of ghost gathering, I could make a horror show incredibly realistic about half-dead, half-living, killing and being killed.
In 2 lines.
I was summoned by someone else, not via Caldea's summoning system, to this Tower of Resentment. By that guy. His name is... that guy. Grand... something. That guy's 1 class above mine. He said to me, shouldn't you be on this side? And he does have a point, so... After that I split dramatically. My evil self disguised itself as a servant of justice and infiltrated Chaldea. I'm sure that's possible because I'm over there. Because only servants who were summoned by a master can find Chaldea. My evil self used this clever loophole and started recruiting. He said, there's a new place to live, there are rooms for servants, you don't need a deposit, the first month is free, move in as fast as possible. Ah, I'm such a good salesman. I'm jealous of myself. But it can't be helped. Caldea's rooms for servants are too small. No posters on the wall, no pets in the rooms, except for those that came with horses. That's why everyone came to this side. Then when I got the chance, I escaped from the Grand Something's contract and happily waited for you all to arrive. Ah, I knew that John would admonish my evil self and believe in my good heart. To think that you believe in me.
You heard him. People really trust you.
Don't tell me you're coming with us, Matthew. Of course I am. Don't think about kicking me out.
Foe! Foe. Master, Foe is also encouraging you. Let's just bring Mephisto with us. If we can make him tell us what he knows on the way, that would be great. Just don't expect too much.
Mephisto, don't betray us, okay? Don't worry, I'll absolutely obey the winner. In the first place, speaking of danger, I'm the same as Miss Assassin right there. Please, could you add me to this investigation team? Be careful of your back and neck.
You heard him. Are you the same as him, Shiki?
Don't compare me with him. My knife cuts way better than his scissors. That's what gets you angry? Cool. Alright, well... whatever the fuck just happened there, I guess we have a Mephisto on our team now. Great. I might as well just finish this first floor at least. After I finish the first floor, I think I'm just gonna call it an episode there. Then I'm just gonna do the rest off screen, honestly.
This sure is a strange-looking apartment. Its corridors are much longer than they appear to be. Its elevator is forever out of order sign, and it's always empty. There's a sign that points to the stairs going up, but we'll never reach it. Ryogi, was this building always like this? Or is it just this time? Yeah, it was always a creepy apartment, but this time it's even worse. The width of the corridors, number of rooms, stuff like that doesn't really make a difference. But this temperature, I can't deal with this cold. Now this really feels like a haunted house. You mentioned this is a place that collects death. It doesn't collect ghosts? Indeed, it's more like it traps them here. It didn't collect them endlessly like this. Now this place is like a whirlpool. Pulls in unrelated stuff and turns it into evil. Harmless ghosts becoming evil spirits. Big swirl, hole gap, black hole! I got it! It's easier to understand this way. I thought this place was like a magnetic field that attracted grudges like a lightning rod. But a big tree's hollow trunk is more suitable. Once you take a peek, if you're unlucky, you will fall into the eternal abyss. A trap hole that opened in reality. Make sure you don't push me! Mephisto, you're saying it, but stop pushing Senpai, please! Stop pushing me, you asshole! You guys sure get along. Is she like this back in Chaldea, too? He is, without a doubt, the exact same servant. No doubt about it! Is that so? I'm really troublesome! Putting that aside, Miss Ryogi, I'm worried about that thing you have there. Missed a guise of death perception, right? I heard they can cut down anything regardless of strength. They sever the very activity of living. They bring instant death, yet it's different than brain death or heart attack. I understand, I do understand, but they work on living things, right? Yet you're killing zombies who are not living. How is that possible? That's my doubt. To kill dead people, it's complete nonsense. Hell if I know. Might look the same to humans, but ceasing to live and dying are two different things. Doesn't matter if it's zombies or ghosts, they're moving. If they are moving, that means that they are living. If it's alive, no matter what, death will come. May it be oblivion or disintegration. My eyes don't make any distinctions between those things. That is painful. You have gone through much, Miss Ryogi. Not really. It's better than becoming a demon in order to continue living, isn't it? Oh. You're right. Stop, John. Watch your front, not just your back. I'm detecting a servant. Not in the room. It's in the corridor. There's someone at the end of it. Hey, good evening, Mephisto. Are these the new tenants? Welcome to the Grudge Garden. Nice to meet you. I've met you before, haven't I? I'm Jekyll from room 4. I'm the manager of this corridor, too. You just arrived, so you haven't mutated, right? You're not ready to go upstairs. It is better to stay on the first floor a little longer. It's a little cold, but you'll get used to it. Do you want to rest a little in my room? It is a bit untidy right now, but you can use it. Master, that Jekyll is scary. I can't explain it, but he's very... His shirt is covered in blood. What? Mephisto don't want to go. Me don't like dirty room. Dirty room? Is that a dirty room? It's no good. It's no good at all. I like to expose people's fetishes, but I don't like looking at them. Damn. So please, Master, decline Jekyll's invitation. He's not suitable as a servant in the first place. If you know it's dirty, clean it up. Or perhaps... Scrupulous Jekyll is sleeping. You're someone who can't clean up. Well, to tell you the truth, you're right. I'm bad at cleaning up. And besides... He gets dirty and red instantly. I can't clean it up every single time, right? Shiki. I see. Someone here totally gets it. But that was a perfect surprise attack. Why the hell would you block that? Anyway, I see that you're the same as me. Pretending to be normal, but you're just a mass murderer who's craving to cut people's heads off. What was that? Disappointing. Here I was looking forward to this fated encounter. Before I knew it, I was at Ogawaheim. I was already a servant. Facing countless ghosts and their grudges, running into a strange master. Yes. John and Mash are good. It's not that bad yet. But I wasn't satisfied. That much I know. The only reason I could remain motivated was because I had a hunch that I might run into the real thing. The one who came before. The world-famous mass murderer with dual personalities. What's this? Are you kidding me? Why'd you transform? I thought we could enjoy some time together. I'm shocked. Hey, please turn back to that kind-looking guy. That one is probably stronger and I prefer him. What? You prefer that moron over me? Why? You sure? This is the real me. From that weak Jekyll, I became the strong Hyde. The one who's good with the knife is me, you know. That's enough. Tell him, Scissors. I think he can understand me. What? Okay, I understand you completely. Yes, I do. I understand you, miss. Mr. Hyde, this is what she's saying. Don't show the ace up your sleeve too quickly. If you do that, it's basically saying, this is my limit. It's more fun to watch a good human fight while suppressing his own demons, as we still don't know what'll happen. The catharsis of collapse, was it? I serve under the Master because I want to witness that explosive moment. If you want to play with a beast that is aggressive from the start, you can go to a savannah. That's what she wants to see. It's not the mass murders committed by Hyde, but the immoral crimes committed by the good Jekyll as he cries tears of regret. Now that's ecstasy. I'm an idiot to have let you talk. You're completely wrong. Get out of my way. Mephi's shocked! But I do prefer the goody-goody looking one. It's like the difference between fighting for fun and fighting for your life. If you have to kill, it's more enthralling to fight desperately, right? In other words, you are not enough. Come back again another time. Ha! I see. You can't enjoy if it's not serious. You're one crazy lady. Then let's have fun with this little dance. Alright, fight and hide. Alright, Hyde. Should probably take him out first. Man. You know, that's actually the thing I like about fighting Jekyll and Hyde in most boss fights. They don't have a charge gauge, because their NP is just basically turning from Jekyll into Hyde, or Hyde into Jekyll. That's nice not to have to deal with. I actually like his event fight in CCC, because it was just him with a break gauge. You fight him as Jekyll first, then after the break gauge, he turns into Hyde. You know, I say I don't like these mission events, but I really loved CCC, which was a mission event. I guess I didn't think that one was that bad in comparison. Didn't feel as like tedious. I don't know, it didn't feel as tedious as people made it out to be. Hyde came out again. Sorry. Hyde and I were manipulated. John, be careful with Mephisto. He cannot be trusted. Oh, me? No, don't you know that I'm a changed man? Wait, I can't change. I mean, I am already the good Mephi. If I change, I'll become the evil one. Nope, not changing. Not ever going to change. Ugh, what is this? I can't maintain my body. My eyes. It's all dark. John, give me your hand, please. I have something that I have to give you. Good. You have the heart to trust people. You are the master I've always hoped for. Come on, take this key. Use it to go to the upper floor. But before you go, die! Gay! Thanks. I'll gladly accept this key. You! Twice! You ruined my surprise attack twice! I'm amazed that you can't even fulfill a dying pretty boy's wish. Don't you have the heart to trust people? If you were normal stuff, I would have been deceived, or rather moved by your kindness. But neither happened to me this time. I mean, you've been one personality the whole time. Ugh, don't tell me, you already knew? I wanted to meet the famous Dr. Jekyll, but he is not here. Instead of having a split personality, we're acting like someone with dual personalities. As a fan, you can't blame me for being disappointed, can you? Ah, damn it, that's embarrassing. It's even more embarrassing than me losing in a knife fight. I'd bury my head in the sand if I could. Looks like I don't need to do that, right? Considering there's a dangerous fan here, I guess I shall take my leave. See you, mass murderer of the present? Just be careful you don't become a knockoff. Enemy servant eliminated. What was that just now? I don't know. Hey, Scissors, say something. Not that it's important, so I will keep it in 2 lines. Dr. Jekyll fully mutated when he arrived at this apartment. Both his body and soul rotted away, so he died. Dr. Jekyll is a servant with a split personality. So what you're saying is that his main personality is gone already? So Hyde, who survived, was acting like Dr. Jekyll. Just like how his story ended. So sad. Oh. But what do you mean by mutated? Jekyll was a servant who transformed into Hyde with drugs, but it seems you're not talking about those. I forgot to mention it. It is what makes up this apartment special. Certain characteristics, past history, criminal record. Well, let's just keep that vague. Anyway, if certain servants stay here, their alignment will change and become more resentful. I myself was changed that way. Even if I want to fight, I took an arrow to the shin. Ow! Fucking... Mephisto. Changing heroic spirit's alignment? Is that like a new way of tampering with parameters? Yes. Well, they get angry easily, so it's more like stress level. Like lowering the boiling point. So it's not really that harmful. However, for the people that ended their life full of resentment and sadness, this place will work wonders. Heroic spirits ending up as evil ghosts due to their own resentment for humans. Isn't that ironic? Yes, even the evil me used that and asked those kinds of servants to come here. As you can see, all the servants that moved here went crazy, right? That's not very nice. Bad Mephisto, you're guilty. Hee hee, I was just doing my job as a real estate agent. The guilty ones are this land, this building, and the mastermind. Mastermind? Oops, I was caught by Mash's beauty and said too much. Zipping my mouth now. You will find out yourselves when you go to the upper floors. I think. Oh, did you smile? Why? It's fun with John around, clown. When we have fun guests, my tension blows up. Is it possible? I'm always hyper like this. Yahoo! I can see that. Fine. Now we can go upstairs, right? Let's move forward, John. Seems the real fight starts now. Alright, so our next story mission, second floor, room 3, I have to complete. So that's going to take some grinding. So yeah, I'll end the episode off here. In the next episode, we're just going to run through the story. I'll just read through the story scenes. I figure that's going to be a lot easier because I got a lot of grinding to do. So I'll see you guys then. Ow. Accidentally punched my mic stand. Fuck. Alright, bye.